Hello and welcome back to another chapter of my wandering life. This journey began as a 10-day escape across three beautiful countries. Georgia was primarily in my plan, with Istanbul a short layover. But some cities don't let you pass through quietly. They invite you to slow down. And I'm glad I listened. I landed late at night, the city half asleep, half whispering. With an e-visa in hand, immigration was seamless. Exchange rates at the airport aren't great, so I exchanged a very small amount, just enough to cover transport to my hotel. A late night check-in and a heavy, grateful sleep. Good morning. Day 1 in Istanbul greeted me with bright sunshine. Perfect weather to soak in the excitement of a new city. My first task was purchasing an Istanbul card, the all-in-one public transport card that works on metros, buses, ferries, and even public toilets. Yes, I used it once.
Please put closer your Istanbul card to the card reader.
The card cost 150 lira and I topped it up with 50 lira to start. You can add more as needed. It's an incredibly convenient and affordable way to get around the city.
Let's figure out the metro route.
I made my way towards Kadıköy, a seaside neighborhood on the Asian side. Istanbul is the only city in the world which spans two continents, Europe and Asia. It has worn many crowns, Roman, Byzantine, Ottoman empires. Today, it is designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
This is the locality where my hostel is located.
I checked into Juliet Rooms and Kitchen, a charming backpacker hostel overlooking the Kadıköy promenade. While waiting for my room to be ready, the resident cat curled up beside me, a sweet little welcome ritual. In Istanbul, cats are not strays, they are citizens. So this is a 6-bed dormitory, females only. It's quite cozy. Plus there's some storage space also provided. And there's a common shelf over here and ensuite. It's a really pretty neighborhood, close to the sea. Once checked in, I headed out towards the promenade, a vibrant cauldron of chatter, laughter, and various activities. So I'm on the Asian side of Istanbul. It's very pretty, it's very peaceful, and it has got a nice vibe. Lunch was a delight. I had heard so much about Istanbul's food scene, and it didn't disappoint one bit. The portions were enormous, the food delicious, and the sheer variety of complimentary appetizers was mind-blowing. The funny waiter, an Iranian Turkmen soul with laughter in his eyes, shared stories of home and translated his name as Mr. Handsome. I believed him. After lunch, I wandered through Kadıköy market, bustling with trendy cafes and quirky shops. I tried withdrawing cash from ATMs, but the 8 to 10% transaction fees felt like a ripoff. Eventually, I found a currency exchanger offering a decent rate for euros. I tasted my first simit, the humble sesame-crusted Turkish bagel, 20 lira and instant love. As evening fell and the sea draped itself with beautiful golden colors, a tiny neighborhood cat snuggled into my lap and insisted, quite firmly, on attention and affection. Well, any short of resistance was futile. You want to be in the vlog too? What do you is happening here? Look at this. Day 2 began with a simit for breakfast. Simple and perfect. I was headed towards the European side of Istanbul today. This part of Istanbul is older, more touristy, and deeply historical. The moment I arrived, it felt like stepping into a completely different city. Buzzing crowds, colorful street vendors, and non-stop energy. I got down at Karakoy ferry terminal and took a tram to Sultan Mehmet, the historic heart of Istanbul. This area is home to some of the city's most iconic landmarks, including Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, and the Basilica Cistern.
Hello.
How are you? Welcome to Istanbul.
Thank you.
Welcome.
My first stop was the Basilica Cistern, a massive underground water storage system built in the 6th century by Byzantine Emperor Justinian I to supply water to the imperial palace. It could hold up to 80,000 cubic meters of water and features 336 marble columns, many repurposed from older temples, including the famous Medusa head bases. Rich in symbolism, the heads evoke suffering and entrapment. Medusa watches in eternal exile, while carvings of eyes and teardrops are believed to commemorate enslaved laborers who perished during construction. Water dripping down these columns create the haunting illusion of weeping. Next, I visited the Blue Mosque, adorned with over 20,000 turquoise Iznik tiles, a classic example of Ottoman architecture. I enjoyed a leisurely lunch at a nearby cafe, blessed with good food and great company.
हाय मेरा नाम आरिफ है मैं अफ़गानिस्तान से हूँ
आप इतनी अच्छी हिंदी कैसे बोलते हो?
मैंने सीख लिया मेरा मादरी ज़ुबान जो है उज़्बेकी है मुझे तुर्किश भी आता है फ़ारसी भी आता है उर्दू भी आता है पश्तो भी आता है इंग्लिश भी आता है और
गॉड.
दूसरी जो तुर्की की लैंग्वेजेस है कज़ाक उइगर तुर्कमैन ततार अज़रबैजानी तुर्किश वो भी मुझे आते हैं अरबिक भी थोड़ा आते हैं
You
रशियन
are
भी
a
थोड़ा आते
citizen of the world.
Yes, you can say.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Later, I explored the local bazaars, picking up trinkets and souvenirs.
So a guy tried selling me this Bosphorus tour. It's a 2 hours cruise, and look at what he wrote in my name. Name is Corina Kapoor. Shah Rukh Khan and Kareena Kapoor are quite popular here. So that's me, Corina Kapoor, whatever that is. Corina Kapoor. And there are a couple of things I got. One is this cute little magnet I love the little kitty sitting here at the corner overlooking the city of Istanbul. How cute! It's true, cats own this city. And then I got some herbal teas. This one's rose. It has got some dried rose buds as well. And this one's blueberry. I tried both of them and they were delicious.
As evening approached, I watched a stunning sunset from the Suleymaniye Mosque, overlooking the Bosphorus Strait. I ended the day strolling along the harbour, admiring the beautifully illuminated Galata Tower, a medieval stone watchtower believed to promise everlasting love to couples who climb it together. Dinner was back on the Asian side at Falafela Cafe in Kadikoy Market. The falafels were heavenly and incredibly affordable. I didn't have the exact change, and the kind owner simply waved it away, a small gesture that meant a lot.
Look at these cute cat houses. Hello, kitty cat.
Good morning, day 3 and my birthday. Today I wanted to do something truly unique, something I have never done before, something I could carry long after I have left. So it is quite apt that I book myself a perfume making workshop.
The idea of this workshop is making your own personalized perfume, which means your own signature. That's why it will not be fair if I put a limit for you. If you want to use 1 milliliter of black pepper and 10 milliliters of laurel, absolutely laurel will stay longer than the black pepper because laurel will cover 10 milliliters of your perfume bottle, which is 50 ml, and black pepper will cover just 1 milliliter of your perfume bottle, which is again 50 ml.
Historically known as Constantinople, Istanbul was a vital hub along the Silk Road and spice routes, trading in exotic ingredients and fragrances. Even today, the city is dotted with perfume shops selling locally crafted scents. This 2-hour workshop was a fascinating dive into the basics of scent composition and the art of perfumery. I explored over 50 different notes, learning how fragrances tell stories. Drop by drop, something personal emerged. A fragrance I could take with me, a bottled reminder of this place. Carefully measuring, mixing, and bottling the final elixir was both fun and meditative. I booked the experience via Get Your Guide and thoroughly enjoyed it. The host also offers workshops like Turkish lamp making and glass painting, worth checking out if you are interested. Search for Istanbul workshops. I had a quick lunch in a nearby cafe and experimented with some local cuisines. Thereafter, I headed to Üsküdar, a charming port town along the Asian side of Istanbul.
People here are crazy enthusiastic about fishing. The entire stretch of the promenade is filled with people and their fishing nets and whatnot. This guy has got a good catch. The dog is having the time of his life. and happy birthday to me.
For a traveler, the true beauty of a place reflects in its people. Istanbul left a lasting impression thanks to the wonderful people I met along the way. Despite language barriers, the interactions felt warm, organic, and genuine.
Here's an important tip. Don't forget to keep one of these handy. You never know when you get ambushed by one of the friendly cats for a kitty cuddle. So sanitizer on the go.
And then there are the cats, the true heart and soul of Istanbul, bundles of softness amidst the chaos of a big city, who can brighten even the dullest day with their purrs, cuddles, and quiet companionship. Teşekkür ederim Istanbul. You were beautiful. Until we meet again. Cheers.